Good morning and welcome to our thought for today. It's Wednesday morning. I can't believe it. It's bright, it's sunny, and it's dry. That's before Gale Force Doris arrives later on this evening. That's the latest name for hurricane winds, and she's called Doris. So let's begin by just relaxing for a moment, taking a deep breath. And now relax and release any tension, anxiety, maybe fear, and give it to God. And we say thank you. And from this lovely book, Jesus Now by Leslie Brandt, he shares with us a thought for today. God knows your needs. And again, he invites us to read from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 22, short and sweet. And whatever you ask for in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. I'll read that again. And whatever you ask in prayer of God, you will receive if you have faith. So what does Leslie say? Jesus was one of you. He lived in your world. He knows well the doubts that afflict you, the temptations that press upon you. He knows as well the infinite power of true faith, the kind of faith that can move mountains, of apparent impossibility and restore you to and keep you within the gracious will of God. The Father, Mother God does not dispense upon you all that you request of them, because many of your whims and wishes are not necessary to your growth in their kingdom, and indeed may even hinder such growth. But God knows your needs. God hears your prayers. God is ready to grant you everything that is required to enable you to be their loving and serving children. You know how Jesus worked among the people of his day, responding to their needs with heaven's gracious power, far beyond what they dared to ask for or expect. The Holy Spirit continues to work among you with the same love and power, healing, redeeming, setting free, and granting to you everything you need to give meaning and purpose to your lives. God, our Father, Mother, expects you to recognize those needs and to submit them in trusting prayer to a loving Father, Mother, God. And having recognized and submitted those needs, you are to faithfully carry on apart from tangible evidence, with the assurance that God has granted or will grant you their answer to your requests and their grace to accomplish the purposes of their kingdom in and through your lives. If you will cease attempting to use God and allow God to use you in accordance with their divine will, then you need not doubt, for you are living and praying in faith, and you are the recipients of God's unaccountable blessings. So God knows your needs. Excuse me. Let us just be still for a moment. Maybe in your heart there is some element of doubt, maybe anxiety, or maybe trepidation of coming to a loving God, because so many people say, oh, but God must be busy with everybody else. But God is God, and your needs are important to God. So let us just be still for a moment as we sit in the presence of a loving God, a Father, Mother God, who's crying out to you, their beloved child, to come to name, to bless, and to release to God today anything and everything, anyone and everyone that's heavy on your heart. But maybe you doubt, maybe you're hesitant. So let us call on the Christ, the Son of a loving God. Take a deep breath and breathe in the very breath of God. And in your out-breath, release to Christ those innate fears, reservations that you may have, and speak truthfully and openly with Christ. Let us do that now. And as you relax in your own sacred space where you live, you look forward and you see coming through your door the Christ. He's walking towards you and he's smiling. There's a stool sat in front of you and Jesus asks your permission to sit on it and you say yes. He takes your hands and he holds them and he's asking you a specific question. Why are you doubting in my power? How can I rescind this power? How can I relieve you of this fear, this doubt? Or maybe that God is too busy for you. How can I affirm within you that your needs matter as much as the next person? You feel a power of love flowing from his heart into your heart. You're aware of his gentle touch, and his energy and love are welling up inside you, especially around your heart. A heart that has been suffocated by fear and doubt because your head or ego have really run the show and questioned and even doubted in the power of prayer. Sense this peace now. And through Christ's hands, he's releasing into you his power to believe, to trust, and to release all fear or doubt on the power of prayer, and that your needs are always met at the right time. Not your wants, but your needs are met always when you are in a place to welcome them, to receive them, and to use them. And now you're flooded with the purest of loves from the Christ. And you are safe now. And as you open your eyes, you notice that Jesus has gone. But there's a little card, a notelet on the stool that says, when you need me, call on me. And that brings a tear to your eye, and it reawakens once more in your heart that you matter to God because you are a child of God, and that nothing or nobody can take that away. Have courage, have faith, and trust what your heart is guiding you to do. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I look forward to your company again tomorrow morning in the middle of Hurricane Doris. But for now, have a blessed day, and remember, Jesus and our Father, Mother God do hear your prayer, and they do grant you your needs.